There are bikes, and then there are legends. For decades, the Honda Africa Twin has been the legend. The one bike that supposedly does it all, born from the dust and fury of the Dakar Rally. But let's be real. In a world overflowing with high-tech, high-horsepower adventure bikes, does the Africa Twin really still wear the crown? Here at Agha Automotive, we believe legends have to be earned, and re-earned. So, we got our hands on the latest Africa Twin Adventure Sports ES, and we put it through the ringer. From the mind-numbing drone of the freeway, to the tightest canyon roads, and deep into the trails where pavement is a distant memory. We're here to find out if this is still the one machine to rule them all. The move to a 19-inch front wheel on the Adventure Sports model. Where the old 21-inch wheel could feel a little vague on the tarmac, this new setup is sharp and eager. Tipping into a corner is instant and builds so much confidence. It carves a line with a precision that's almost shocking for a bike this big. And the Showa electronic suspension? It's the unsung hero. It's constantly reading the road and what you're doing, adjusting itself in milliseconds. Hit a bumpy corner, and it just erases the imperfections without ever feeling unsettled. The bike's brain, the 6-axis IMU, is also talking to the DCT. It knows you're leaned over and holds your gear through the corner, preventing any clumsy shifts. It's so good, so seamless, you forget it's an automatic. It just feels like a perfect shift, every single time. It's in these moments you think, maybe this thing is the king of the road. An adventure bike has to earn its name when the pavement ends. This is where the arguments start. Can a 243-kilo touring machine with a 19-inch front wheel really hang in the dirt? We started easy on graded gravel roads. Here, the bike is majestic. Flick it into gravel mode, the throttle softens, and the electronics have your back. The weight that felt so solid on the highway just seems to melt away once you're standing on the pegs. The ergonomics are natural, and the balance is spot on. But we had to push it. We found rougher, rockier 2-track. Switching to off-road mode reins in the power for maximum control and lets you turn off the rear ABS to slide the back end around. You have 7 levels of traction control to play with. The electronic suspension, now in its off-road setting, does a phenomenal job eating up rocks and ruts. It's genuinely inspiring. That torquey engine tractors up steep, loose climbs, finding grip where you'd swear there was none. Even tight U-turns are surprisingly drama-free. However, every king has a weakness. In really slow technical stuff, you feel all of that top-heavy weight. If you drop it, you're going to wish you'd brought a friend. That 19-inch front wheel, so brilliant on the road, isn't as good at climbing over big obstacles like logs or deep ruts as the 21-incher on the standard model. And while that beautiful bodywork gives great wind protection, the radiators look a bit exposed for a serious fall. So, is it a true off-roader? For fire roads, trails, and the kind of terrain you'll actually find on a round-the-world trip? Absolutely. It is phenomenally capable. But if your dream is hardcore single track, this ain't it. For that, you want the lighter, more focused standard Africa Twin. The Adventure Sports is a master of the epic journey, not the short, brutal race. Let's zoom in on 2 key things, the DCT and which model to buy. The dual clutch transmission is hands down the most polarizing feature on this bike. Old school riders are afraid it takes away control. After hundreds of miles, we see it differently. It doesn't remove control, it just changes where you focus it. Off-road, being able to forget about the clutch and avoid stalling is a huge advantage. On a long tour, the reduction in fatigue is massive. Honda's G-Switch even gives you a more direct clutch feel off-road, letting you slide the rear with more confidence. The fact that nearly half of all Africa Twin buyers pick the DCT tells you everything. It's not a gimmick, it's a real performance advantage. That brings us to the choice, standard or adventure sports? The answer is clearer now than ever. If you're an off-road purist who spends most of your time on gnarly trails, the standard model is your bike. It's lighter, nimbler with its 21-inch front wheel, and feels more like a giant dirt bike. But for pretty much everyone else, the long-distance tourer, the two-up traveler, the weekend explorer who wants comfort and range, the Adventure Sports ES is the one. The better wind protection, massive fuel tank, and incredible electronic suspension put it in a different league for road-focused adventure. So, after all the miles, all the dust, and all the debate, we're back to that big question. Is the Honda Africa Twin the king of adventure? Here's the honest truth from Agha Automotive. It's not the king of any one thing. It's not the most powerful. A KTM or Ducati will smoke it in a straight line. It's not the lightest. A Yamaha Tenere 700 feels nimbler in tight spots. It's not packed with the absolute latest tech on a spec sheet. But a king's job isn't to be the best at one thing. It's to rule the entire kingdom. And that is where the Africa Twin wins. Its genius is its balance. It's an amazing touring bike that is also seriously capable in the dirt. It has just the right amount of power, plentiful but never scary. And it's all wrapped in that legendary Honda reliability that gives you the confidence to actually go on that life-changing trip. It is the supreme all-rounder, a master of compromise, and I mean that in the best way possible. It's the bike you can pick for a trip across the country or across a continent, knowing it will handle damn near anything you throw at it with unshakable competence. So, is it the king? Yes. It might not be a tyrant that rules with brute force, but it's a wise, versatile ruler. It governs the vast kingdom of adventure with a quiet, undeniable authority. That's our take on the Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sports, a machine that has absolutely earned its place in the Hall of Legends. But what do you think? Would you go for the high-tech Adventure Sports or the purer, lighter standard model? And the ultimate question, DCT or manual? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this review helpful, hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe to Agha Automotive and ring that bell so you don't miss what's next. Ride safe and we'll see you on the road.